All right, so we've all played a blues lick like this. If you haven't, I can actually show you how to in my community on School right now, SKOOL/Unleash Your Inner Guitar Hero, where I have a community of learners from all over the world, and we're having a great time talking about guitar and music, so come join us. All right, in the meantime, we're talking about this blues lick today that can be morphed into different licks based on the chords that you're playing. So if I've got a C chord, the notes in the C chord that I'm aiming for are C, E, and G. That's the root, third, and fifth, or the seventh, which is B flat. Now, usually what I do is I usually aim for either the third or the seventh because the root is predictable and the G is also predictable, the fifth. But most of the time I focus on the third or the seventh. If I land on one of the other notes, it's fine, and I'll show you some different strategies for doing that. So I've got this little blues lick here. And each time I do it, I do a little bit different. And that's actually part of the ethos of the blues, and just being able to be very flexible and to sort of make up licks as you go, to take ideas that other people have played and make them your own. But I'm going to land on that E note, which is part of that C chord, C, E, G, okay? Now, the E note is not part of the minor scale or the minor pentatonic, but it is part of the major pentatonic. And then so also I could also land on the seventh. That's the seventh, the B flat of that C chord. C, E, G, B flat is the octave, lower octave here. And now that I know where that seventh is, I can actually use that seventh to get to the third of the F chord. The F chord's notes are F, A, C, and E flat is the seventh, but I'm going to focus on that third, that A. And so I use this little chromatic line to go from B flat to A, which is the seventh of the C to the third of the F. Or if I want to play the seventh of the F, and that's sort of unresolved, but that's a good thing. We can use that later. Now, if I want to go to the G chord, I have a few notes to go to for that one. Now, again, the notes for that one are G, B, D, and F. And I'm going to focus either on the B or the F. Now, the note B is not in the major pentatonic or the minor pentatonic, but it is in the major scale. It's the seventh note of the C major scale. So I'm aiming for that note. Or, now there I added the root back in, the G, but this is a sixth interval. And it just sounds great, right, over that G chord. Now, here's another way I can do that. This is another sixth, but it's a little higher up. And now I'm playing the D, which is the fifth, and the B, which is the third of that G7 chord. Lots of different ways to approach this. But literally what I'm doing is every time I'm taking that little lick, and trying to land on some of the chord tones in each of the chords. If you like this material, you're probably going to like the long form video that I'm working on for YouTube right now. Look forward to that, and I'll see you soon. Until then, keep playing the blues.